I'd promised my grandchildren I would grow them some watermelons, and every year I've done that. But this year, in my brand new bed out in my front yard, full of great soil, I've got deer trouble. And I've tried quite a few different things. At first, I can't build a fence around it because it is my front yard. So at first, I did put on a small mesh with some netting. That worked great, but then I wanted the bees to be able to get in to pollinate the watermelons. So I took the netting off, and the deer have come in not once, not twice, but now 3 times. In between, I sprayed the plants with Bovex, even though it says not to use on edible plants, and the leaves look terrible. Plus, I imagine the food will taste terrible. So after that, I heard I could just spray around the outside edge, but you know what? The deer came back. So I'm gonna have to put the netting back up. At this time in the summer, I've actually got quite a few small watermelons started. So if I can just put the net up so that it can protect what's left of my watermelons, I think we're gonna get one for the summer when the kids arrive. One of the little jobs in the garden in the summer is pulling your garlic. And the question is, when should you do it? A couple of weeks after the scapes are ready, those are the little curlicues on the top of the garlic. After you've cut those off, a few weeks later, the garlic will start to die back, and when it's about 50% brown, it's a perfect time to dig. Trouble is, it could be at different points on different plants. The truth is, when you dig your garlic, you have to do it with a fork, because if you don't, you might leave some behind, and then you have surprise volunteers next year. If you pull it out too early, not a big deal, but if you pull it out too late, the actual garlic will start to split apart within the clove. And what that does is it will mean that it'll fall apart easier and quicker and won't last as long in storage. Either way, once you've dug your garlic, whether it's too ripe or not ripe enough, you clip off the tops, clean it off by hand, don't wash it off because you don't want to get it wet, and then store it in a dry, cool place. It's ready to eat this winter.